Do I want to leave this on? I don't think I do. Oh, just out of curiosity. Okay, I guess I could check it, but... I mean, so far the only thing that it does is... giving the stage 1 mid-boss a spell card. That's the only difference so far. Stage 2 was completely unaffected, and stage 3, at least until the part that I reached, there was nothing abnormal about that, so I'm not sure what this thing is supposed to be. Maybe it will give you a true last boss or some shit like that. Possibly. I wonder what unlocked that, because I didn't beat the game on Lunatic. Maybe it's because I reached the final stage or something, because it wasn't there before. Like, even after beating hard with 1 coin clear or beating extra normally, it didn't do anything. But after I retried after dying to the final spell on Lunatic, that's when it appeared. So I'm not really sure what it is, but I'm curious, so we will see. So Control doesn't really skip dialogue. If you want to skip dialogue, you have to press C. Though I think that in Danmakufu wasn't there like a rule where you skip dialogue using ETS, I think. This didn't need to use any bomb or any release, and didn't get hit at all. Well, not like the first stage is very hard anyway. Also, I think this is the last run I'm doing for the day, regardless of how well it goes, because as I told you, this well, the previous one was a long weekend. Because of this long weekend, which were 4 days of weekend, you know, going back to work, it's a little bit hard, you know. So yeah, I'm a little bit tired. I mean, if I'm already tired on Monday after a regular weekend, you can imagine after a 4-day weekend, that yeah, I will be a little bit fried. That's okay though. As long as I don't fuck it up, this should be the run. I mean, well, that depends on what the anomaly mode does. If the anomaly mode adds even more shit to the final boss, we might be in trouble. But I don't know, because I just don't know what it does. Was a very sad bomb. Some of those bullets were doing some very weird things. I went straight for the orb. Like, the exact place I needed to avoid is the one I just went head first. Nice. That was alright. It was unnecessary, but at least it didn't cost a bomb. It costed the harvest release. I will assume that stage 3 will give me something abnormal, right? Since stage 2 didn't do anything, I will assume that it's on stage 3 where something abnormal is gonna happen, right? Because otherwise it doesn't make much sense. I mean, after all, if right at the very beginning of the game, on the first mid-boss, you give me an abnormal pattern, I will expect that more shit will show up later, you know? Let's see. This stage has 2 mid-bosses. Well, it's the exact same character, but it's 2 mid-boss fights. Oh, I got mats. Oh, this might Well, it could be an anomaly spell card. You can see she has a spell card, but I don't remember if she had a spell card normally. But no, this is not an anomaly spell. If that was the case, she will have like a red name on the spell card. So really, what's the difference? I don't get it. Like, is Minoriko coming and shooting that abnormal spell card the only thing that this abnormal thing does? That doesn't seem right. At least I dodged those patterns just like I did on my previous run. So there is that. I shouldn't be up here. Yeah, that was a bad idea. And this is another one of the spell cards that I was able to capture. I need to step it up, because even if I don't die with bombs on stock, if I bomb every pattern instead of dodging some like I did last time, it's gonna be the same as nothing. That was close. Ah, come on. Well, at least that didn't cost a bomb. All the captures are not happening this time around. Like a repeat of the final boss, but for every other boss in the game. That ain't good. Almost got a bomb. Oh, now I got a bomb. I don't believe it, dude. I really am bombing every single pattern. That's unfortunate. This went so much better in the previous run. It is actually pathetic how it's going. It's really gonna be the same. Those patterns that I lost are pretty much the bombs that I'm using now that I didn't use before. This run is going amazingly. Well, that's because we choose exited stage 3. This is when the real shit begins. But yeah, I have the slight suspicion that every pattern is gonna be a bomb. And again, the biggest problem is not knowing what the abnormal thing does. So far, it only modified Minoriko's stage 1 mid-boss spell. That's the only thing. Everything else is the same. Nothing changed. I don't know why. Doesn't seem very abnormal to me. Should I tell Blue about the Touhou album? Where probably will be surprised if he doesn't know it. But yeah, seems like a good idea. I mean, what could go wrong? Damn it. We'll have gotten that one. I smell a bomb incoming. Well, last time the funny thing is that instead of the light blue stars, what actually hit me is the stars that spawn the stars, which are the easy ones to dodge. Alright. Well, here comes the cursed bitch. Yep, I'm sensing bomb in every pattern, unfortunately. That's a shame. It's a shame, especially if you look at the capture history, that I could actually capture them, you know. That's the sad part. That it wasn't the case, well, whatever, right? But oh, and I was so close to capturing it there. Come on. Why you gotta be like that? Oh, this shit. Fuck. Too late. This is a spell card that if you're not in the center, you almost cannot do it. Like, I think this spell card is legitimately impossible if you don't start it in the middle. Probably. I don't know. I almost ignore the purple bullets, which is not a good thing to do. But the blue stars are very, very sneaky here. Like, you almost cannot see them. Nice. Gonna be... Oh! This is the last word. This has nothing to do with the anomaly shit. This is just a last word. Because I got enough harvest items. I'm pretty sure that I got them right at the end. Kyle, don't leave me hanging. That's just how he works. Though he probably posted it in Discord or something. Then again, I'm pretty sure that's not very hard to Google, you know. Seems like a very specific thing. You can probably do it. Maybe. Oh, I sadly didn't save the replay of the previous run to see what killed me at the beginning of this stage 5. Because whatever killed me, it didn't kill me this time, and I almost did the same thing. This pattern is annoying. That's because Sanae's auto-aim is useless here, because she auto-aims to any enemy here, including the ones you can't do anything about. That's sort of an issue. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, this spell guard is pretty hard to do. It is a spell guard I'm not even gonna blame myself for bombing, because I just don't understand it. So either this anomaly shit has some relevance at the end of the game, or I don't know what, because I just don't see anything change at all, and we are already on stage 5, so I mean, well, if it doesn't happen at the end, then it won't happen anywhere else, that's pretty clear. But I just feel that it's weird that it doesn't, you know. I don't know if I had a bomb remaining there. Not 100% sure. Well, if I had a bomb remaining, it was only one at least. Shouldn't be much more than that. Alright. Honestly, resource-wise, I mean, I clearly have slightly more resources, but the difference is not that big, I would say. Hey, at least that's a non-spell that on the previous run I did bomb, and here I could dodge properly. Shame that this non-spell is not. I didn't see what hit me there, though. I'm assuming it was, well, it was either, well, there could be many things, honestly. There are many things that can kill you there. You couldn't find any album. You need to search better, I guess. I don't know. Not like I know. And dude, this is pretty much the same shit resource-wise. I'm gonna get 4 lives at the end of this fight. Isn't that exactly the same as what I had in the previous run? I think that's exactly the same, dude. Wow, I don't know how I didn't die to any of that, but I'm glad. This might be one of my first captures in this run, I mean. What the hell? Took a long ass time. Oh, also got the last word. That's something. Missed the part where you choose the difficulty. I mean, the difficulty is Lunatic. It's just that aside from Lunatic, you also have some weird thing called Anomaly. The only thing that Anomaly does so far, the only thing that I saw it change was the first mid-boss in stage 1. That's the only thing that changed. I will assume that in order to get more anomaly stuff, you're supposed to not die or not bomb. But even if that's the case, what I'm surprised of is that that alpha symbol on the top right that symbolizes this anomaly mode, why doesn't that disappear? I mean, if we are not in the anomaly route anymore, it doesn't make sense for it to be there. I'm pretty sure that's been the case since the very first stage. So it's a little bit weird. I got 1 bomb and I'm about to get 2 more. I mean 1 more. So 2 in total. That's the reason why you're dying so much. Dude, I literally have more resources than in my previous run. What do you mean I'm dying so much? I'm dying less than the previous run. The fact that I'm not capturing anything is a different story. But resource-wise, I'm doing better. I mean, that's also because, you know, I'm actually attempting to bomb everything. But even then, I don't see the patterns being harder. The patterns are not harder. The patterns are the same. The fact that I'm worse at dodging them in this run has nothing to do with them being harder. It has to do with me being shit. So yeah. Somehow I have more score. I'm assuming that's because I got 2 last words and one of them I even captured. I don't remember if the other one I captured. I don't think so. You're a legend. Yeah, just wait to see someone actually beat this game no bomb, no miss. Which I will assume, with how the patterns are, is not something that will be that hard to achieve for the people that are actually legends, you know. So yeah. Pretty sure you can look it up, well, whatever this game... Oh, Servants of Harvest Wish. Yeah, it's on the bottom right. So... Wait, why didn't that work? I had bombs on stock. And don't tell me that that's gonna cost me the 1 coin clear again, come on. But why didn't it trigger? I pressed bomb. Is it because I pressed it during iframes that it didn't trigger? Fuck. I might be dead again. Don't be like this, come on. I don't wanna do it again. God damn it. Probably was because I pressed it during iframes. Okay, at the same time the dead bomb window here is less forgiving. But, you know, should be enough. Well, with the amount of resources I have... Oh, come on, that didn't hit me. I saw that hit, but come on. That hit was I mean that bullet. Are you really telling me that bullet hit me? I don't believe it. This part I'm not even gonna bother dodging because those lasers are just very hard to deal with. Now the issue here is a very simple one. The issue is that apparently, well, we need to deal with this spell card first, but aside from this spell card, there is another problem. The other problem being that apparently the actual last spell, which again is not this one, apparently you cannot bomb, and the bombs kinda work like in Mountain of Fate when you reach the final spell, that you do like a very little circle that erases bullets. Except that here it's even worse because you don't even get iframes. I mean, yeah, you get iframes during it, but not after it. Or not that many, I mean. Like here, as you can see, that circle just erases bullets and gives you like very little iframes later. And I think that's exactly how it works for the final spell here. The final spell takes your bombs and does that little circle. So that's why even having a lot of bombs doesn't mean anything for that final spell. I do have enough resources to be able to resist this, but anything can happen. Let's see though. I am confident that I can reach at least like the last second, that's for sure. More than that though, I don't know. That death was obvious because here you're supposed to get the harvest, and without bombing it's pretty hard, you know, to feel that harvest meter there. So I have exactly 5 bombs. So I'm pretty sure, as I said, those bombs are not gonna be actual bombs. Those bombs are just gonna be those harvest releases, which means that you only can erase bullets, and not that many, and deal no damage to the boss. You wouldn't deal damage to the boss anyways because it's the last spell, but you don't get that much breathing room. And you also don't erase every bullet. As you can see, you only erase that very small amount of bullets. got it. So yeah, nothing else happens. As you can see, that anomaly thing, yeah, I'm assuming it's a special condition, but I still don't understand why it even appears. It makes no sense. But hey, at least the Lunatic 1 coin clear is there. Oh, that's Kanako and Suwako. Oh, there you have it. Guess I will need to investigate to see what that anomaly thing does. Yeah, it is over. But yeah, Lunatic is still, or well, Sanae A, just like the shot type it's based on, it's very strong. But this type of Sanae shot type is always strong, which is the reason why I pick it to clear Lunatic. But yeah, I think that even aside from that, Lunatic is not very hard in this game. But that's because there's probably that anomaly thingy that probably gives you access to a lot more harder patterns, not to mention that to even maintain that anomaly, you're probably supposed to do a lot of very esoteric conditions. As I say, it's reminiscent of the Ura loop in... It's reminiscent of the Ura loop in the Dodonpachi series. You enter a path when you do something in particular, and you will only remain in that path if you continue doing that something in particular. If you don't, you're out. And that's probably what happened to me in this run. Probably as early as stage 1 I was already out of it. But it's still confusing to me that the alpha symbol is still there when it should disappear, I think. Because at that point, it's the same as nothing, you know? So... it is something I will need to investigate to see what it is. But yeah, at least there is the 1 coin clear.